The National Industrial Court, sitting in Benin City, has affirmed the National Butcher Employers Union of Nigeria as the authentic and lawful body, lawfully recognized to regulate the affairs and manage butchers in Edo State, Nigeria. That other corporate body parading themselves as butchers regulatory body is null and void and a violation of the Trade Union Act. BTV News Osaroge Agwebo covered the court's judgments, has details of the reports, and the report is presented by Best Orator.
Delivering judgment on the suit filed on November 2023 between the National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria, Macaulay Obaze as first and second claimant, and Edo State Practicing Butchers Association of Nigeria, Ahero Odige as first and second defendant. The presiding judge, Honorable Justice A.A. Adewemimo, in a ruling said among the issues for determination in the suit filed by the claimant, National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria, was whether or not the second respondent, Edo State Practicing Butchers Association, has the lawful right to regulate affairs and manage butchers' activities in Edo State. In a judgment, Justice A.A. Adewemimo said the National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria is a corporate body duly registered under the provisions of the Trade Union Act to unionize, manage, negotiate, bargain, and regulate the activities, term, and condition of employment owners of abattoirs in Nigeria, noting that the purported registration of the second respondent, Edo State Practicing Butchers Association, is a body intending to carry on the function of the trade union under the CAMA is null and void and in violation of the clear provisions of Section 45 of the Trade Union Act, Captive 14, Laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, was amended by the Trade Union Amendment Act of 2005. Justice Adewemimo gave an order restraining the second respondents, that is, Edo State Practicing Butchers Association, and any other person by whatsoever name as further prohibited from unionizing, managing, regulating the activities of abattoirs in Edo State, and that only National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria is lawfully recognized with the responsibility. Speaking to newsmen, the president of National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria, Edo State Chapter, Comrade Sonny Omokao, commended the judge for her good work, adding that the judgment is a victory for abattoirs in Edo State.
Well, we've gotten judgment. We're going back home to the judge first and foremost and take over the activities of our union. We are free now from the shackles of Edo State government, most especially the former SSG, who imposed somebody on us that has plugged into heavy indebtedness. That's why we came here. We thank this court for its judgment, for this judgment. It's a victory for all butchers in Edo State.
Meanwhile, the counsel to the claimant, Mark Okonofwa Esquire, and counsel to the defendant, Adaze Osaenoma Greg Esquire, commented on the judgment.
As a body corporate, under the relevant law, that the only body that can regulate the affairs and manage butchers in Edo State is our client, which is the National Butcher Employer Union of Nigeria. That all whatever they have been doing under the disguise of they have a registration under the CAC cannot hold. That is invalid and is contrary to the law. And as such, they are further restrained for further parading themselves or doing anything to undermine the registration of the union.
We are going to study the judgment and so that we know the necessary action. So at this point, it will be too premature to be saying some certain things. There were some issues in our own view that were not properly addressed.
The issue of who is qualified to run the affairs of abattoir in Edo State has been a major issue in Edo State. But with the judgment that the National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria is the only union backed by law to regulate the affairs of abattoirs in Edo State, the issue now has been laid to rest. Best Orator reporting for BTV News.